Tonight's prom looks set to be unlike anything that you've seen or indeed are likely to see this season. Hosted by musician, actor and all-round comedy rock god Tim Minchin, who joins me now. Tim, how's it going to go tonight?
I don't know what's happening. I'm very late and I haven't learnt my lines. You're beautiful.
Good. And I love you.
I love you.
I don't know what's going to happen at all. Welcome to BBC's first ever comedy prom.
I sit here as for 20 years I've sat, wearing my music critic's hat. I mean, it's clearly not an actual hat, it's metaphorical. And in those 20 years I'm sad to say these wondrous promenades have gone from bad to worse to bad to pretty crap to bloody horrible. I admit I'm a bit of a classical music boffin, and although I've said this often, the final nail in the coffin of these proms is surely imminent. Yes, we survived Nigel effing Kennedy, but surely there's no earthly remedy for a night of so-called comedy hosted by an immigrant. Why we insist on this tosh, it's a mystery. Classical music and laughter don't mix, you see. 160 years of history tossed away for a cheap guffaw. One of our nation's finest traditions, some of our country's finest musicians forced into humiliating positions. Is nothing sacred anymore. Classical music should always be performed, well, you know, classically, with suitably solemn solemnity, and usually in 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we have this comedy prom. It's all boom, tish and pom, pom, pom. What are these BBC idiots on? Is nothing sacred anymore? I remember, it seems like yesterday, watching the greats who'd come to play. It was so magical and gay, back when gay meant something good. I wish that I were back there once again, when the orchestras were made of men, and some patience and a penny could give you Henry Wood, you would get wood. Oh, what Henry Wood would think, if only Henry Wood could think. Though he's extinct, he would have died if he had seen this. Endless rhymes and dirty puns, people drumming with their tongues. They think it's funny, forcing divas to sing penis. Penis, penis, penis. I remember, it seems like yesterday, when conductors were bearded and grey. This little twerp is not yet shaving, or even looking at the score. Is nothing sacred anymore? We used to care about the art. I mean, honestly, look at this violinist chart. It actually says fart. Is nothing sacred anymore? So nothing sacred anymore. Stories that inspired the greats of yore, sin, redemption, and the Lord, heaven's glory and hell's fires, the battle of the light against the dark, the timeless endless narratives that drove Mozart and boring Bach. We no longer give a fuck, 'cause nothing's sacred, praise the Lord. Oh! I reckon it's time to start a new tradition, something designed for us comic musicians. We'll do it every year at the comedy prom. It'll be a ritual from now on. At the end of the night, right? Listen up, before they kick us out, start packing up. I reckon all you peasants in the cheap seats should take off your clothes and ride naked on the floor while a member of the royal family plays the tune to Doctor Who on a guitar. Yeah. Seemed reasonable at the time. Welcome to the planet's first comedy prom. Go insane. That was interesting. Something new. So, as I'm sure you all know, the word prom is a shortening of the word promenade, which is a type of drink. Like lemonade, but instead of lemons, it's made of pomegranates. The pomegranate, as you know, of course, is a fruit, the flesh of which is the same color as your liver, because it's named after the Greek myth of Prometheus, who was punished by Zeus for stealing fire, and his punishment was to be tied to a rock for eternity. That's where the granite comes from, in pomegranate. And the eagles were sent down to peck out his liver, therefore pomegranate, and the drink promenade, which Henry Wood loved. Apparently, Henry Wood loved. I mean, you could ask him, but he loved promenade, and thought it was very nice and fizzy, and therefore he named his series of classical concerts after.